From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it? 58, the mic. I don't think you got it, sir. Ready?
On first down, Fitzgerald. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the gun on third down, Fitzgerald eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
They'll go with the keeper. And the ball is knocked out. And the Raiders pick it up. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. And some room to roam now. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's got some space here. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53, Mike 53.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Fitzgerald. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Yeah. 5.
On 3rd down, Fitzgerald. And that's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's Gordon. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Tackles. Switch.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Fitzgerald steps away to his left. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Philip Dorsett with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. He's picked off at his own 47. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to set up sharp at the 40-yard line.
I think they're going to have to make some decisions here. That's his 2nd fumble here in the 1st quarter. And what I mean by that is, do you have the confidence to stay with him? Or are you going to have to make a change and maybe go to someone else?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Raiders.
Brown 80.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
319.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run it here with Gordon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the 1st half.
Allen's throw is complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, it's Allen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing to start the drive. Fitzgerald under pressure, and they got to him again. Darren Lee. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack on first down, Fitzgerald. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lick. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Allen now looks to throw, and they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here we go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The rookie first-rounder, Jonathan Abram, there to knock it away. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check three. Blue draw focus. Check nickel. Look, squeeze. You got tape. Bam, snap.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught, and the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of rush coming, and he's taken down. Mack Wilson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Watch the screen. Begin. Rock it. Shoot.
Another try after the first down sack. Fitzgerald under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzgerald, and the pressure gets to him again. Cleveland Farrell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Now Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Melvin Gordon, 76 yards, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and that will get him one closer. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field still.
That's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
This is Gordon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 29, Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Corey Davis, his third touchdown now on the year, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Carlson now to add the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken very short. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Hey, echo. Bang, bang. Slam. Short out. Tighten up, tighten up. Hey, Sam on.
To throw from his end zone. Fitzgerald. He's got a man. Complete. He's at the 30. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 41, Allen completes it to Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. Throwing now is Allen. It's caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Mike. 53, Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. On second down, it's Armstrong. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Back to throw. Fitzgerald on the move. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. It gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. 3rd down, turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had get connected. Instead, it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Allen throwing again. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Buffalo. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. From midfield, here's Allen. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I know he ain't got it. Check. 50.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Melvin Gordon, 31 yards, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Well, they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. The Bills on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Fitzgerald. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Cut. 53. Hey, exit. Check 53. Check tight. 53 for Mike.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Number 53. Mike 53. Watch down.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go,
Now Gordon on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Check 53. Check 53. Hey, Wood. Watch the slam.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Alert.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check the backer.
And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 2nd down now. It's Armstrong. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check, 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 check. Watch the safety creep.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Allen arcs over the middle. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
53, check 53. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 53 is the mic. Alert! 53 is the mic. We own it. Orbit. We own it. Mike.
On 4th down, Allen. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Let's go. Ready? Hey, Wahoo! Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.